All right, guys, thank you so much for hopping on the call. It means a lot to me, and it also shows me kind of what you guys want out of this. I think that one of the most important things in moving your business forward is being present on these calls and listening to the National Wake Up Call and gathering all the information you can to kind of pump yourself up for the week going forward and just learn kind of more about how to rock out your power hour and be successful at this. So thank you for jumping on. Tonight, I wanted to just touch on a few things that are coming out. I'm hoping that everybody listened or watched the Hard Hitters call because Kelly went over all of the up and coming announcements, new programs coming out, what they are, what to expect. So I don't want to take up all your time reiterating all of that because she already did it. So if you have questions about any of the programs coming out or anything going on with on demand with the new pricing or anything like that, then go ahead and ask me, but I'm not going to go over all of it again. So with that, is there any questions about the new stuff coming out when things are launching or anything like that?
I mean,
Okay, cool. So, but what I do want to say about it is be proactive. So we have all of these tools and probably around last year as they would roll new things out, as I was kind of learning the way that Beachbody would expand every 6 months-ish with new programs, it would always make me nervous and it would always make me go, like my initial thought would be, oh geez, now there's something else I have to sell. And I would get nervous about that, feeling like, well, I've talked all about T25 because that's what changed my life originally. How am I going to talk about this now? And my mindset is totally different now because I've seen the progression of things and how it's actually way better to have all of these programs that continue to come out because it's the latest and greatest. They take feedback from us as coaches and customers on how to make programs better, more efficient, and for targeted populations. So we know that not every program is one size fits all. My opinion is 21-day fixes for everybody, but that's not, that's not always what everybody wants to do. So as they come out with new programs and new products, it's really, really, really smart for you to get to know it and to do a round of it. So as coaches, I want to encourage you all, if you haven't got Country Heat yet, order Country Heat and commit to either my challenge group that's starting on the 15th. This week will be prep week, and we will kick off officially August 15th. And you can add challengers to it. Keep it simple. If you don't want to run your own group with Country Heat, you can jump in mine, or I think Kelly's probably doing one also at some point, and you're more than welcome to jump in hers. Then your job is just to invite to that challenge group. So the way that I've been wording my invites for Country Heat, because I haven't done it yet, is I've done the sneak peek and I talk all about how fun it is, of course. And I went to Super Saturday and I filmed myself at Super Saturday. So I posted the video. So it's all about creating that hype and that excitement around that program. That program's not going to be for everybody, but that program is for a very awesome niche market of people who don't like to work out because it's way more fun to dance around your living room. The 30 minutes goes by so fast. You're not watching the clock like you are maybe in Insanity going, God, please let this end, because it's actually fun. So when you're inviting people, think about the wording that you're using to get them excited about it. And what I've been doing beyond that, for people who say it's too much money or no thank you or whatever, I say, okay, that's totally cool. I understand that. When I first bought Shakeology in my first challenge pack, I felt like it was a lot of money also, but what I found is it's really changed my life. And I use that no as an opportunity to share more about my story and how these programs have changed me. And where it's a little bit different with Country Heat, since I haven't done Country Heat yet, is I just talk about how fun it is and how excited I am to do it because I am committing to doing it starting August 15th myself. And if they still say, you know what, I just can't swing it right now or whatever, then I say, okay, I still want to help support you on your fitness journey. If they've mentioned something like, I really want to lose 15 pounds, or I just don't feel comfortable in my clothes anymore, or if they've given you a little nugget inside, a problem that they have, if you will, then use that in your follow-up response to say, I want to help you lose that 15 pounds that you mentioned, even if you're not ready to buy the whole package. So would you like to try our on-demand service for free for 30 days just to kind of get a glimpse into Country Heat? And it'll also give you a bunch of other workouts to test out while you're in there. And I've had a lot of people saying yes to that, because then you're offering something free. So I'm not leading with the free, but I'm following up with the free. And then that gives them time to trust you and test out Country Heat. And my hope is that they test it out and decide that they do want to go for the challenge pack. And if they don't, that's okay. So with those people, I am adding them to my regular challenge group so that they can get a flavor of what I do as a coach. And then of course, if they buy the challenge pack, I'm letting them know we'll start August 15th, and I'm adding them to that group. I posted the link to our team Country Heat group in the team page. So just add yourself and add your challengers if you'd like to. The other thing I wanted to talk about is Core de Force will come out in November. And again, don't be behind the 8 ball with these launches. You want to be, as soon as we get into Country Heat and that test group, challenge group gets going, you want to be talking about that a lot to get excitement around Country Heat. But pretty quickly, as that challenge group is winding down mid-September, you want to start just kind of breadcrumbing about Core de Force a little bit in your social media, because you want people, when they think about a new workout or fitness in general, to think about you. So I'll be putting some examples of how I'm doing that in about a month or so in our team page. And you guys are more than welcome to take that and tweak it, make it your own, and breadcrumb to your audience that we have something else new coming out. So the whole point in me rambling about this is, don't be afraid of these new launches. Use them to talk about how much stuff we have to offer people. And in terms of on demand, that's another thing that when it first came out, I was like, holy geez, this is going to kill my sales, if you will, because nobody's going to want to buy challenge packs anymore, blah, blah, blah. But they're really giving something awesome to us. Considering I've been getting people telling me that they don't even own DVD players. So the fact that we can say that's okay, we have this whole service on demand. And not only that, but as you heard in the Hard Hitters call, they are beefing up on demand tremendously. So you can tell that that's where the company is going, considering the digital age that we're in. And so the Fix It cooking show and the 20s and all the extras that they're putting on there besides just workouts is incredible. The fact that you can just unlock a program, the fact that now the on-demand challenge pack also comes with the fixed portion control system is incredible. So you have so much that you can offer people. So instead of just taking a no and saying, okay, I understand, or, whatever, follow it up with something else that you can offer them. Try to get to know the person a little bit better. And in the end, try to get them to at least join your free ongoing challenge group that you have, so that they can see how you can help them as a coach and get a little bit more idea of all the different programs out there based on all your challengers posting in your challenge group. Okay. Switching gears a little bit. So I hope you listened to the National Wake Up Call this past week by Carl. He is so motivating. And for anybody who went to Summit, you kind of got to see how he seems so down to earth for a guy who is the CEO of this billion-dollar company, right? I really liked a few things that he had to say, and one of them being that people thrive in teams, and that's why Team Cup Month is so important. So if you're on a team, be talking to the teammates that you've chosen to work with you every day. Talk to them every day. Encourage them every day. Just like we try to do in the team page. Be encouraging. And, if they said that they sent out 5 invites that day and didn't hear from anybody, just encourage them to keep going, because we do thrive in teams. And the statistics on people who actively engage in the Team Cup month blow the other months out of the water because of this team mentality. You're taking our big team of Faithfully Fit, or hard hitters or TK or whatever, down to just 5 individuals who are working together towards a common goal. And that's powerful. So use that to really work with each other and, throw out ideas. If you send a message that works, share it with your teammates and say, hey, I just sent this invite like this and it really worked. Another little note on invites, because it is a vital behavior and it is so important in what we do every day, is, are you inviting every day? A little gut check here. If you are a business builder, then you need to be inviting every single day. I've had a lot of great conversations this week with some of our coaches, and it really comes down to, are you inviting? If you're not, then you have to know that you're not going to have people just flock to you. I wish that people would just flock to us every single day. It would make that easy, but it's not easy, and people aren't going to just come to you out of the blue based on your social media posts. Your social media posts are still very important, and you need to be doing those, but you need to take it that step further and personally invite people. And one thing that I'm trying to really be better about this month is that personal invite. So I'm talking directly to the person. In the beginning of the year, when I rewrote the New Coach Bootcamp and all those scripts that I offered you guys, those are a good framework and a good way for new coaches to get used to sending invitations and talking to people. But you guys are all really smart women, so you don't need me to tell you what to say. I think it helps just to get over that nervousness that you have with inviting. But I know that I got in a really bad habit of just sending these blanket script invites, and I wasn't getting the response back from people that I was hoping for, probably because it sounded too scripted, to be honest. And I'm not sending cold messages. These are people that I've already talked to, but I wasn't taking the time to really mention anything in my invite that was personal to them. So try to take that personal touch. If you're taking the time to invite every day, take that extra 2 minutes to go look at their page, think about who you're inviting, pull something from their personal life into the invitation that you're sending them, so that they know that you care about them as an individual and it's not just about making a sale. We are not saleswomen. We are life changers. We're coaches. We are sharing our journeys and inviting people to come along with us. And be confident in those invites. That's another thing that before I sit down to do my power hour and invite, I always try to get in the mindset of, I know I have something to offer. And if somebody says no, it's just not the right time for them, I don't take it personal. Instead, my mindset now is, I really hope that they change their mind sometime in the future, because I know how great this makes me feel and I want them to feel the same way. And I feel like when you lead like that and you have that mindset as you're inviting, it really helps. I feel like my responses have been better lately. So I hope that that's helpful for you guys. Another thing that Carl said was, he used this analogy of race car drivers. And if you focus on the wall, then you're going to hit that wall and you're going to stop dead in your tracks. But if you focus on the road, then you're on the right path and you're going to open up more possibilities and more opportunity in this business. So this business is not a sprint. It is a marathon. And now that I've been doing it 2 years, I'm creeping up on the 2.5-year mark. That couldn't be more true. It is a marathon. But think about it. Any sort of business that you do, it's not an overnight success. It's not a windfall of money like winning the lottery or something. It's something you have to work hard for. When I worked as a nurse, I would go and I would work really hard and I would have a set paycheck every single week, but I had to work every single week. As a coach, it's no different. If you look at this as your sole income now or in the future, then you have to treat it that way. And you can't look at it like you're about to hit a wall and all the obstacles that might come your way and all the no's or all the people who might judge you or, think, oh my goodness, why is she posting that? Or why is she even inviting me? If you focus on that and you focus on the wall and all the things that might stop you, then you're going to hit that wall and you're never going to move past it to see what this can really be for you and your family. If you focus on the road and the right path of doing your vital behaviors, staying the course, staying true to what you want out of this and staying true to where your heart is in this to really help other people, then everything else will fall into play. I hope you guys caught my tip Tuesday of the week, which was stay in phase 1, always inviting, always reaching out to try to share the challenge group experience with as many people as you can. If you stay in that phase 1 and you commit to the vital behaviors and inviting every single day, then just like I say in probably every single call, the people you are inviting right now, today, this week, this month, are probably going to say no. But the people that you invited 3 months ago that told you no 3 months ago, now you're consistent on your social media and you're continuing to invite, they are the people that are going to come to you and say, yes, I've been watching you. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to join and start my own journey. So that is why consistency, staying the course, staying in phase 1 is so, so, so important. Where's my notes? Okay. So another thing that Carl said that I really liked is do the work, but make it fun. We all got into coaching because it's fun, right? Your very first challenge group was fun. If it wasn't fun, you probably wouldn't have signed up as a coach. If it didn't inspire you, you wouldn't be on this call right now. If it wasn't something that you enjoyed doing, then you would have said no when your coach asked you if you want to be a coach. So stay in that mindset of this needs to be fun. If what you're doing isn't fun, if when you sit down to invite people and you don't have that spark and that excitement within you, or even that nervousness to be like, wow, I'm going to reach out to this person, then get your mind right before you do it and make it fun. If your challenge groups don't seem fun right now, then make sure you're doing a program and make sure you're really doing it. Trust me, I've been there where I've ran the challenge groups and I wasn't 100% invested in whatever program I was doing. And my challenge group didn't seem fun. It wasn't fun for me. And I felt like I didn't lead my challengers the best that I could because I wasn't in it. So to keep it fun, again, stay in phase 1 of what attracted you to this business. And the same goes with your fitness journey and your business journey. Make it fun. Make your challenge groups fun by doing your workout every day, drinking your shake every day. And then what has been helping me to make it fun was right when I'm done, instead of just taking that sweaty selfie, I'm going live in my challenge groups. And Tiffany, sorry, I know you're in mine right now, and I would probably sound like a crazy woman every time I do it, but the adrenaline's pumping and I'm all sweaty. And I'm like, if I just pop in now, then I can like download what's in my brain before I take a shower, get busy with the kids, and then 3 hours later go, shoot, what was that excitement that I had? What was I thinking as I was working out that I really wanted to share with my challengers? It makes it more fun. It makes it more exciting. So do the work, but make it fun. Same with your business. When you sit down to do your power hour, turn on some music, jump around, think about what got you into this in the first place, and then jam it out and create that excitement for all the people that you're inviting. And the last thing that I really liked from Carl's call, and I'm sorry to have this be like a, breakdown of his call. It really resonated with me. I already mentioned always be doing a program. So with all of these launches coming out, as you plan out the next 6 months of your life and this business, you got to think we've got the holidays coming up. We've got, starting with Halloween. I feel like as soon as fall hits, it's like boom, 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 boom. And it's going to be excuse after excuse from your challengers, from future challengers, from coaches. So much life happens from fall to New Year's, right? I mean, I feel like that's how it is in my house. I'm sure it is for you guys too. So don't let that stop you. Plan now what programs you're going to do from here until Christmas. That is my challenge for you. I want to bring it back to phase 1 and back to the basics. And that starts with our fitness and feeling good about what we're doing as coaches so that we have all the energy and excitement and endurance to get us through this last 6 months of the year. 5 months. Oh my gosh, it's August. What am I talking? We don't have 6 months. So what are you doing? Have you planned that out? Have you forecasted your fitness program? I haven't completely, but I have a pretty good idea. And I want to challenge you guys to do that too. And with that, everything else kind of comes into play because when you plan out what programs you're going to be doing, we already know what's coming out until Christmas. So you don't have to go, oh, but what if something new comes out and I don't know? We know. So they've given us that information. So plan it out. Are you going to do Country Heat? And then what are you doing after Country Heat? You got to have that planned out. How long is that program? For me, I haven't done Hammer and Chisel yet. So I got to sneak that in somewhere. I got to do that one, because I got people asking me questions about it, and I don't like to be able to say, well, I don't know, because I had a baby when it was launched and I didn't do it yet. So that's my game plan. But I want to encourage you, what's your game plan? And don't keep yourself in one box of, well, I said I'm going to do hammer and chisel, so I have to run just a hammer and chisel challenge group, and I can't sell hammer and chisel to anybody. Well, you're not trying to just sell one thing to anybody. You're trying to inspire people to start their fitness journey. So if you decide to do hammer and chisel, talk about it. But when you're inviting, you don't have to specifically invite to hammer and chisel, one, and you also don't have to run a specific hammer and chisel group. To be honest, I probably won't. The only time I run program-specific groups typically is when they're first launched. And from there, I like to do the multi-group programs. So you can count on me in Faithfully Fit to run a multi-program 30-day group every single third Monday of every month. And another way to bring it back to the basics with our team is I want you guys to know that that group will always be opened up to all of you and all of your coaches and all of your challengers. So if you're so busy with life that you're like, I just don't want to run my own group right now, then add your challengers to our team groups and be present. Be doing your workout every day and drinking your shake every day, and be present in that challenge group as a coach. And everybody, all your challengers will feel your presence in there as well. You don't always have to be running your own group, or team up with other coaches. But I want to really encourage you guys to plan out the rest of the year all the way till New Year's. So we know that I know I'm forecasting into the future quite a few months, but it's important to think about it now, because like I said, as we get into the holidays, it's going to be like 2017 already. So know that what you do now is going to reflect in 2017. And we know as coaches that the beginning of the year is like amazing in the fitness world, right? But if you don't stay consistent now, then when people are ready to write their New Year's resolutions in 2017, they're not going to be thinking about you as their coach if you don't put in the work now to be in their heads and to be the person that they think about when they're ready to make that New Year's resolution. The game plan right now is to help people to start on their fitness journey and not wait till the beginning of the year, right? But we also have to think about, for those people who are going to do that anyways, for the people who are going to binge eat through Halloween, through New Year's, we want them to think about us and to come to us when they're making that resolution and they're ready to lose whatever weight they gained in the holidays. So stay consistent for your business now and for your business in the future. Does anybody have any questions so far? No? Okay. Couple more things. I'm trying to keep it to 30 minutes because I know everybody has families, people on lunch breaks. So let me just share a couple more things with you real quick. I have been doing the training by Josh Coates, who was one of the speakers in the TKO Revival Mindset group. And I am doing his paid training, and I want to bring back some of what he is saying in his training that I really, really liked. So one thing is social media. I know we have to talk about it a lot because it's such a big thing, but he encouraged everybody in his group to post 4 times a day. Now, I know we've talked about 2 to 5 to 3, all these things. I decided, since I paid for his training, I'm going to do exactly what he says. And he has worked with top coaches. So let me back up a tiny bit. Josh Coates is a motivational speaker that's probably not his real title. I apologize, but he is part of the John Maxwell team. So we know the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. The guy who wrote that, he's very successful. So Josh Coates is one of his guys that trained under John Maxwell, and he specifically works with coaches. In fact, he's helped a few of the top 10 coaches and several elite coaches. So I feel like he must know what he's doing on some capacity, because he's helped these coaches get to where they are. So that's why I decided I'll throw $100 at this guy and see what he's got to tell me. So with that, I'm going to bring back as much as I can to you guys. So post 4 times a day. Tell your story more often. And I know that this is something that I'm slowly trying to get better at, because it's hard for me to not feel like I already said that before. I've been doing this a while. Everybody's already heard this, but I'm adding 5 new friends a day to my Facebook. That's my personal goal, is to send at least 5 requests a day. So I always have to remind myself, the people who are just accepting my friend requests now haven't heard my story yet. And the people who I've been friends with, they'll do one of 2 things. They'll just scroll right by, and maybe they'll have some negative thought in their head, and I don't care because they probably weren't going to join me anyways. Or maybe the 30th time that they've read my story, they'll go, wow, she's consistent and she's still doing this and she's still talking about it. Maybe there's something to this and maybe I want to jump on it too. So tell your story more often. And he specifically challenged us to tell our story in some sort of call to action in terms of your fitness journey on Tuesdays and Thursdays every single week. Don't use the same wording. Don't use the same post, but take a picture. Use a picture that has you in it. Jazz it up a little bit on one of those cool apps. I really love Word Swag. That's my favorite one right now. Put a filter on it. Make it pretty. Maybe put a cute quote. Make it you. And then create a post around it that talks about your fitness transformation or some part of your transformation, or whether it's emotional, whatever it is, however Beachbody programs have helped you or however coaching has helped you, talk about it Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then he said, do a call to action every Sunday. So that's similar to what I've been doing. Honestly, I don't track exactly when I do my call to actions. I always plan ahead for the month, but I'm going with exactly what he suggested, and I'm going to see how it works. So I want to encourage you guys to try that too. And one last little tidbit. He gave some specific wording to tag on the end of your call to actions that I'm going to try. Instead of saying message me, which a lot of times, at the end of your call to action, you'll say message me or whatever. He suggested saying this, and I'll post it in the team page. If you're taking notes, you can write it down. So you tell your whole story, and this is the very end. If you're in the same place I was and are ready to take a step on your journey, comment below. I'd love to give you more details. So you just went all through this whole, Sarah, I'm going to use you as an example. You did an awesome call to action this past week after Summit. You showed your before and after from when you had just brought Sophia home to now, and it was an incredible post. So that would be a perfect post to add that at the end, because you talked about how you felt before and how you feel now. So then you're just ending it with, if you're in the same place I was and ready to take a step on your journey, comment below. I'd love to give you more details. You're inviting people to do this with you. But then remember, if you decide to, which I strongly encourage you guys to be telling your story every Tuesday, Thursday, and doing a call to action specifically for coaching every Sunday, don't think that because you're doing all of that, you can take a step back from inviting. Don't think that that's going to reach as many people as you want to reach to hit your goals, because you still need to be inviting. That's a mistake that I've made sometimes, where I'm like, oh, I just planned out this call to action and I'm going to send it, and now I'm tired, or I'm going to post it and I'm tired, and I don't need to invite it for today because I did that big call to action. That's pretty much like inviting all of Facebook. No, that's a huge mistake to make. I have found so many more people end up saying yes to me when I post my call to action and then I do my power hour, because maybe it's coming up in their newsfeed and then all of a sudden I'm messaging them. And that seems to have been working quite well. So I want to encourage you to do that. If it's a call to action day, that doesn't mean you're off the hook for your power hour. And I know I'm being a little bit more like, what's the word? I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. Direct these days, and it's only because I have a lot of passion for this in my heart. I know where I want to go with this, and I know where I want to bring and help each of you get with this. And the longer I'm a coach and the more events I go to and the more I learn about this and the more I meet other coaches who've been successful, the more fire I have lit inside me for this. And I believe in it, and I want it for each of you. So I hope that I'm coming off the right way and not like a pushy B word. It's just because I'm excited and I've seen this work, and I want to be better about sharing exactly what I'm doing that's working. So I hope this is coming across as passion and not like, whoa, she's a real B word. because that's not my intention. I just am excited, and I'm excited for this team. So with that, I want to end with this whole call was supposed to be like a post-summit wrap-up. And I changed it up a little bit, again, because I feel like Kelly did that. So I'm not going to bring back all of that. I do have a lot of notes that I took throughout Summit that I will be sprinkling through the team page, so don't worry. Side note, if you weren't there, anything they posted in the Coach Online office from Summit, watch it. It's good stuff. Go to YouTube, type in Beachbody Summit 2016, find videos, because guaranteed people filmed what we got to see live, and it's so helpful and it's so inspiring. So if you weren't there, I want to encourage you to do that this week. YouTube, Summit 2016, find those videos. Okay. Oh, shoot. Now I lost my train of thought. Dang it. What was I saying? Oh, so when we were at Summit on the last day, we were sitting in a group of most of us from the team, and I went around and I asked everybody there to share their big, hairy, scary goal that they want to hit by next year's Summit time. So I'm like getting nervous right now to say this, but I asked them to be vulnerable. I put them on the spot. They didn't know that I was going to do that, and they all shared some pretty incredible goals. That doesn't mean a rank goal, just so you know. I wasn't asking for anybody to say, oh, I want to be this and such rank. I just wanted to know where their heart was for what they wanted out of this for themselves. But with that, I want to share with you guys what I told them as my goal for Team Faithfully Fit. My goal, and I have to preface this with, I realize this is a huge freaking goal. But if I don't put it out there, I won't get any closer to it. So this is me being very vulnerable and sharing with you my vision. And I know that we'll get there. Will we get there by Summit next year? I don't know. That's up to God and a lot of work. But I have a vision and a goal to be a 15-star diamond elite team of Faithfully Fit by next Summit. And what that requires is 15 diamond and beyond coaches on Team Faithfully Fit. But more than that, I want team leaders. And if you don't know what a team leader is, I encourage you to go to your Coach Online office and click on the leadership ladder and click on, I want to say it says click here to learn more information, and it'll explain the leadership ladder to you and what you need to do to be a team leader. And the reason I want each of you to be a team leader is because it will make your business so much stronger than just being a diamond. I don't want a bunch of diamond coaches who don't feel like they've really made it in this business, who don't feel like they have the income that they should as a diamond coach. I want you all to have solid foundations for yourselves to go forward. Yeah.
Can I stay in?
Just a minute, okay? I'm almost done. So with being a team leader, it means that you are a diamond coach, and it means that you're hitting Success Club. It means that you're making at least $1,000 a month. And from what I can tell you from all the team leaders I know, if you're meeting all the other requirements of a team leader, you are most definitely making at least $1,000 a month, and more often quite a bit more than that. So I want to encourage each of you to write down your hairy, scary goal that you want to hit by next Summit and share it. So we will be a superstar diamond team someday, maybe by next Summit. I'm working my booty off to get there with my little girl in here. But more than that, I want 15 people on the team that are at least team leaders. It's more than the diamond rank. I want team leaders so that you guys feel like you're moving forward and have a super solid foundation and beyond. So now I'm all like hot and bothered sharing that, but I'm excited for where we're going, and I'm excited for each of you. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. No?
I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you so much for jumping on. And Tiffany, I know you are working so hard. I'm so excited for you to be in week 1, and you've already gotten somebody started on their journey this week. And so maybe
I think that working right now is making me push, because now it's like I have to have income coming in.
Yes.
So I don't have a choice.
Yes. Yes. So use that to just propel you forward. And Sarah, you too. I see you're already selling some challenge packs there.
I'm
Excited.
working on it. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
No, I'm working on it. I have a question about inviting real quick.
Yeah.
You're inviting, you said you're not doing like cold invites, right?
No,
You're just doing,
it's
you're like
people that-
messaging, having a conversation, and then when it gets to Beachbody, or if it gets to Beachbody, you're inviting.
Exactly.
Okay. That's what I'm working on. It's just hard to sometimes steer it in the direction you want it to go.
Yeah. No, I hear
Does that
you.
make sense? You like, how do you word it maybe to get it to go there?
I kind of try to drop hints before it gets there. But I will send you some of the specific invites I've been sending to help with that.
Okay, that'd be great.
Please don't.
That's my biggest struggle is I'm trying to invite every day, but I never know what to say exactly or
I'll
how to get it to
definitely
go
send you
to where I want it to lead it to. Okay. Perfect.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm going to hop off the call, but thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for getting on, Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Yay. If it kicks us off, it's because it's telling me I only have 1 minute left, just so you know.
Okay. Yeah, so I think just me not working right now has been what's been okay. I have time for my power hour, and I've been doing the miracle morning, and
Good.
so like okay, let's just get it done with. Let's have it scheduled, and actually I've been looking for the friends that have been like they show that they're trying to lose weight, but they don't have a Beachbody coach, and I'll message them and say, hey, you know, I'm a Beachbody coach. If you want help, I'm here to support you, and I usually get things back. So
Perfect. I love that. What was I going to say?